Hi everyone, I would like to jump in on Lenormand day 17. It is actually day 18 here already, but if you've noticed, I've jumped in and out for both the Lenormand tag as well as the Within Without Advice tag, because initially I wasn't sure whether I was going to participate at all, but then I've decided that it's better to participate whenever I can. Rather than not at all and be part of this wonderful conversation that we're all having. I've been learning a lot from a lot of people's take on the different cards throughout the Lenormand, and as I've said in my last video on Lenormand, that my source of learning had currently been ad hoc, so it's YouTube, mainly Malkiel Dietrich, because I think he is the only one of the three sources that I use, the other two of which are Hexa Claire and Donnelly from Tarot Tribe Beyond Worlds. I think he's the only one who didn't come out of practicing tarot. Not to say that the other two aren't brilliant, but so other than them, as I've mentioned in my previous Lenormand video, I use mainly Cafe Lenormand and learnlenormand.com online. I don't have books and any other resources, and so Kelly and everyone else who have been posting daily Lenormand videos have been a source of learning experience for me of late around Lenormand. So I have a bit of mental space, a mental gap, and I thought I will take advantage and do a quick video and jump in, as well as to do a reveal of the Hermes playing card by Robert M. Place. I've had this on my wish list for a long time, ever since I heard about it, but it was just never a priority. And of course the Lenormand have brought Lenormand back to the forefront of our attention. And I've also mentioned in my previous Lenormand video that I've left Lenormand for a while because of some quite emotional, slightly traumatic experience that I had around reading for myself around an event that isn't very pleasant. But I have recently, about 6 months ago, beginning to start looking through my decks again. And so this time I saw Mr. Lunar's, Remco's reveal of his Hermes playing card, and I thought, yep, nope, it's time to get that, to finally pull the trigger. And so I've ordered it, and it is very much in the tradition of playing card, with the box and the little booklet. The little booklet's very, I like it. The cover isn't completely stark white, but with that sort of tan taupe sort of hue, makes it really quite tasteful. It's basic information in there. I don't know enough of other cartomancy system, German or French, to understand what's what, and I found Kelly's recent chat on that is very informative, very helpful, so I might inquire that further after my travel when I have a bit more mental space to investigate. But this is basically the traditional 52 cards that you know of playing cards that we often see today, with the 5, 4, 3, and 2 of every suit removed. So I've taken all that to obtain the deck that we know as the Lenormand system. Now recently I have the tea leaf reading cards from Karen, Tea with Karen, and I noticed that I think that's tea leaf, and I know with Lenormand it's coffee grind, isn't it? So it's different, but I recognize some similar symbolism with I'm not quite sure on what basis Robert M. Place have put them here, but it's interesting just to note the lion, I think, is in that. It's in the tea reading cards as well. I think the bee as well, I can't remember. Definitely the cat, I saw a cat there. What else did I see there? not quite sure if I saw a lamb. I think was there lightning? There's typhoon, I think, in one of them. So that's kind of similar to that. I don't think there's a pig. There's definitely the horseshoe. I'm not quite sure if there's a candle. So that's just an interesting observation. So I put that aside, and I have yet to learn or to read in the booklet to understand how I can play around with these extra cards. I haven't done that yet because I jumped straight into it as a Lenormand deck. That's what I did. And so the lamination is not like anything I've owned. It is almost glossy, but it isn't sticky. So it's between high sheen and glossy. And it has that kind of, if you can see, I'm going to try and show you the texture now of the card. So it has that sort of texturing, that sort of porous-like texturing on the lamination. It has that feel of almost a plastic deck or a plastic card or very high quality homemade lamination. It has that sort of, yeah, it's quite interesting. I wasn't sure what to make of it, but if you see there, I'll try and show you that again. There's just that almost like the stubbly sort of texture on it, which I thought was quite unusual. Definitely not something I've ever seen before, but it is quite good to shuffle. It's nice enough to shuffle. It's actually quite good. It's quite smooth to shuffle with that sort of crisp feeling. So, but it is on the high sheen. If there is a continuum between high sheen and glossy, this is right down the middle, I feel. So just quickly show you the card. It's, I think that's a bouquet. Book, key, house, birds, cross, ship, star, coffin, lily, dog, garden, scythe, cloud, snake, man, ring, fish, woman, rider, heart, tree, moon, tower, bear, whip, and thingy here, fox, stork, letter, child, sun, anchor. And I find it really nifty that the symbol, Lenormand symbol, is receding into the background and the playing card move forward to the foreground. I quite like that. I would like very much to learn a bit more about the playing card, the role of the playing cards in reading Lenormand. I heard that you can use them as points of clarification. I've read it somewhere, even a step-by-step instruction as to how to do it, and I can't, for the life of me, I can't find it anymore. I can't seem to find it again. So if any of you remember how to use playing cards as a way of clarifying, I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is 11, no, this is 12s, right? Because 10, 11 is the whatever it is before the queen, and then it's the queen, so 11, 12. So this is 12. I think you add the numbers, like 12 plus 8, like that, and so that's 20, and then you pull card number 20. Now that's going to be tricky because the number, the Lenormand number, isn't on this. So you can't do that with the same deck. You will have to pull that out of another Lenormand deck. But don't quote me on that because I'm not quite sure if that's how you do it, but there is a way, and I'm going to continue looking, I'm going to continue searching. So that's one reason why I like it. Secondly, I like Robert's, I like his design style anyway. I like his aesthetic. And thirdly, I like the idea that I can use this deck as normal playing card with my friends, that I can just use this to play games, because otherwise my decks really don't get a lot of traction. So today's two cards are the Mountain and Crossroad. And so I go to my usual sources, Cafe Lenormand and learnlenormand.com, and it says, okay, interestingly, Cafe Lenormand says Mountain Crossroad decision is finally made, while Lenormand says that it is a delay in making decisions. Here it is. So Lenormand says Mountain Crossroad, they delayed decisions. So it's interesting that two people's take on the same card. One is delayed decisions, and the other one is it's finally made. It is a decision that's finally made. I would have thought that decisions finally made would have been like that. No, that would have been I don't know, an obstruction to a decision. Or a struggle to a decision. I don't know. I mean, this is like something to surmount, and that is a choice. So something to surmount in relation to a choice. So Café Lenormand says a decision's finally made. So it sounds like it's implying that it's an arduous process, but it's finally made. While Lenormand says a delayed choice, a delayed decision made. And it is so apt with me procrastinating at the moment, just with not only emotionally, but financially, logistically, and operationally, and everything else that I need to pour my energy into. Here I am making videos again, but I thought I could do a quick one. So that's the Hermes Playing Card Oracle by Robert M. Place. And that is day 17 of Lenormand March, with the cards Mountain and Crossroad. Bye, everyone.